Hi, and welcome to ErgoTools, hosted by the Occupational Health Clinics for Ontario Workers. I'm Dr. Mike Son, the ergonomist for Hamilton's OHCOW Clinic, and I'm going to be taking you through the Strain Index module today. The Strain Index is a tool that was developed by Stephen Moore and Aaron Garg back in 1995, and it's designed primarily to analyze jobs of the upper extremity. So repetitive type tasks that you could see on an assembly line, maybe in the kitchen work, anything that involves repetitive, even forceful exertions of the hand and wrist is primarily what we're looking at here. And the strain index is a nice tool because it will give you a indicator of if a job is probably safe. It may place individuals at risk of increased musculoskeletal disorders, or if the job is probably hazardous. So it does a nice job of binning those jobs and allowing you to prioritize based on score. So when you're running a strain index, what you'll want to do is you're going to first look at the intensity of the exertion. And this is based off of a Borg scale. So the Borg scale goes from light to near maximal. And you want to get on a scale of 0 to 10 just how hard somebody is working. 0 being barely any effort at all, it's absolutely nothing. With 7 or higher being, they're pushing as hard as they can, the absolute maximum that they're capable of doing. So indicate on here what the intensity of the exertion was. You want to indicate the duration of the exertion, and this is measured in percentage of cycle time. So if they're doing that screw driving task for 30 to 49% of the cycle, indicate that here. Frequency of exertions. Now, how frequently is something being done per minute? Is it less than 4 to 8, greater than 20 per minute if the duty cycle is close to 100? So that's the exertion characteristics there. Now the next step of the strain index is indicating the hand or wrist posture. So this can be done in two different ways. The one way is to use these first three boxes here, the wrist extension, wrist flexion, and ulnar deviation. That gives you an idea of what kind of posture the person is working in a little bit more specifically. So you can indicate what posture is indicative of the worker while they're doing this task. The other one is to just indicate what the perceived posture is. So you can ask the worker on the floor, are you working very close to your neutral posture, or do you feel like you're getting near the extreme, like you couldn't twist your wrist any further, you couldn't flex your wrist any further? And you can indicate that on here. Finally, you want to indicate the speed of work and the duration that work is done per day. Speed of work, is it very slow? Is it very fast? So you can think of that I Love Lucy skit where she's working on the assembly line, putting together the chocolates. Slow would be, the start of the skit, and then very fast getting close to the end there. Duration per day, and that's pretty simple. So how long is this being done per day? Now, once you have all of these items selected and you've indicated all those characteristics of the job, you can click Calculate. So what the ErgoTools app will do is then calculate your strain index. And in this case, we've got a very hazardous job, the strain index of 20.25. So this would indicate that you would probably want to get this job totally redesigned or do something very, very short term to make sure that this isn't going to hurt your workers. One of the ways that we propose using the strain index, because it is so quick to use and you can do an ErgoTools evaluation right on your phone, is to do this evaluation, make a spreadsheet, and rank all of your jobs based off their strain index score. And then from there, you can determine which ones require any sort of intervention quickly.